Yo. Welcome back to another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. On today's episode, the question has to be put out there. Is that growing frustration between Zach Lavine and Billy Donovan? Y'all know we gotta jump the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on today's episode for me and my co-host, C-Dub. Now, y'all, is there growing frustration between Zach Lavine and Billy Donovan? I'm going to keep it a buck. I believe there is growing frustration, but it's not all on Billy Donovan. Zach Lavine deserves some of that. He deserved what's been given out to him by Chicago Bulls fans, Bulls media, all that. To go against a team in the Magic and then go 1 for 14 and then not contribute in other areas, you just can't have it, my boy. You just can't have it, my boy. We got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Zach Lavine, we know you have all the talent in the world. We know that you have been playing defense a little bit better than usual. But at the same time, bro, a lot of people are still questioning how good is your IQ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that's going to say they should never pay Zach Lavine because that's just ridiculous. If they play players, if Tobias Harris can get a max contract, Zach Lavine deserves a max contract. If De'Aaron Fox can get a max contract, Zach Lavine gets a max contract. Look, we know there's other players that you can nitpick with here and there, but every player is not on that top tier of a Kevin Durant, on that top tier of a LeBron James, on the rising tiers of a Jason Tatum, a Giannis Antetokounmpo, a Joel Embiid. Every player that receives a max contract is not on that top tier right there. There are levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Hell, D'Angelo Russell even got paid some money. Because the thing is, what people need to understand is that you need to keep talent on teams if you want to be something. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be something, you need to have talent around. And this, again, is levels to this. People have to understand that if you want to build a winning culture, you have to retain some of your talent. And then I always pose when people say that Zach didn't deserve the money. Who else would you have given that money to? I posed that question plenty of times on different forums, different platforms, and they always say they never give me specific names. They just say somebody else. So that's you putting out a problem, but there's no solution. So it doesn't even matter. But at the end of the day, what Zach Lavine needs to understand is that now that you got the money, the expectations go up, bro. The Chicago, my boy, you know you've been here. You've been here for more than a couple years. You've been here. You know how this city is. If you playing well, we gonna ride with you. If you're not playing well, we gonna call you out on your bullshit. That's just, it is what it is, bro. Because in the game against the Magic, look, if every player, every superstar has a bad shooting game. But what Zach Lavine needs to do to take that next step is to learn how to play make a little bit better. Play make. If a shot not falling, let's play make better. I believe in the Magic game, you only had 2 assists. If you're not playing well, let's go ahead and get upwards. Let's get 5. Let's at least get your average. You average about 5 assists a game. Let's get 6, 7 assists in a game. Let's get more than just a few rebounds. Let's defend a little bit more harder. You know what I'm saying? You have to, as somebody who has now a ton of expectations on them, when you are having bad games, you need to be able to affect the game in different facets of the game. And that's just what it is, bro. And a lot of the stuff is not on Billy Donovan. Yes, we get tired of Billy Donovan and his rotations. Yes, we get tired of Billy Donovan act like he don't know how to adjust. Yes, we get tired of Billy Donovan keeping players on the bench for long stretches of the game. But at the same time, we got to point to the personnel on this team as well. AK and Mark Eversley built this team. And there are personnel issues. Notice in the last few games that these opposing teams, they're coming out with size because Billy Donovan loves to play small. But at the same time, Mark Eversley and AK, they could have given, other players contract. They could have made other trades or decided to go after, different players with more size. But then that's also on the ownership too, because the Bulls wanted to go after certain players, but the ownership didn't want to go into the luxury tax. So you got a cheap ass owner. You got guys that brought back. You got a front office that brought in guys that the personnel is really not that good. They lack size and they lack shooting to spread out the floor to open up driving lanes for Zach Lavine. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of and then on the flip side of that, we like to hell with that. Zach Lavine, most people are like to hell with that. You have the talent to go ahead and score with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? And while DeMar DeRozan was cooking in that third quarter against the Magic, you was out there laying a brick and mortar business. You was a style brick mortar business, and you was killing your team. So, look, if you are frustrated with Billy Donovan, hey, it's okay. It's warranted. But at the same time, where's the accountability? How about instead of going in and telling Billy Donovan to stand on a decision, you simply say, I played like trash. I deserve to get benched because you absolutely did. You was holding the team back. You wasn't playmaking. You wasn't helping in other facets of the game. You was holding the team back. Take accountability. Look, we Chicago. We like to hold our players accountable. Y'all gonna get these players, our star players, on whether that's the Bulls, the Bears, the Blackhawks, the White Sox, the Cubs, whoever. Any sports team in Chicago is gonna receive smoke from the fan base if you're giving top dollars and not playing well. So Zach Lavine has to take ownership of his actions, and you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people now is starting to percolate that you a little. I ain't gonna go there, but it's just some stuff that's where, we have to start paying attention to. But at the same time, if the frustration is growing, I understand it. I understand some of the frustration, but there also has to be some accountability for your actions, bro. We know what you can do, but at the end of the day, to me, that was Billy Donovan's best decision this entire season thus far within the 16 games, and that was benching your behind. That was the best decision that he made so far. You know what I'm saying? And there are other things that we can nitpick on, but he did not get that wrong when you needed to go out there and help your team win, because y'all was playing against the worst team in the NBA, and US one of the star players and one of the max contract players that the team has, or paid players on this team. You were supposed to be better, bro. You were supposed to be better, and that's just it is what it is. So if the frustration is growing, I understand it. But to a degree, again, the same point applies. You got to hold yourself accountable as well as one of the leaders of the team. We want you to be the alpha, but you have not been that. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a kumbaya moment, whatever, coming to Jesus moment. If you're religious, I don't know. You need to go ahead and have you some cognac, do something. But you need to hold yourself accountable, get your mind right, and hopefully we can get a nice bounce back game in the next game that you guys play. So, because Boston is not going to lay down for y'all. So, you got to be ready. They hot. They on a 9-game winning streak. More than coming before we go ahead and get to that game. But at the end of the day, frustration is there, bro. You have to take some accountability for that frustration that's building up. And I say this before I let y'all go. The frustration is building up, and Zach Lavine is pouting again like how he was in Jim Boylan's last season. Let's see how this ends, baby. Let's see how it ends. So y'all go ahead, hit that comment box. Let me know how y'all feeling about Zach Lavine right now. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all believe the frustration is growing? Do y'all believe ultimately that there will be a coaching change? Would there be some something else on the horizon? Because these guys need to get it together. And that's just what it is. So hit that comment box. Let me know how y'all thinking. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So every time we drop, you'll be one of the first ones to know. If you want to leave a voicemail or a text message, hit us up on our number 773-242-9219. and our continued supporters. Thank y'all very, very much. And I have to say this before we get out of here. Rest in peace to Shaquilla Robinson. It's unfortunate what was done to you. It's unacceptable. So we go ahead and give a moment of silence to you and prayers up to you and your family. We're going to catch y'all on the next one.
Cognac. Gang.